Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Salem. My department is mechanical engineering. Today I will speak about deep drawing. First, we have here topic. We will speak about it today. First one is introduction and process and type deep drawing and metal for follow during drawing and application and cooling, redrawing sheet metal, recommend metal, draw bits and investigate advantage and disadvantage. Deep drawing is a branch for multi-sheeting power. First picture is history. Deep drawing is one of the most important and widely used metal forming. This process first developed in the 1700, consequently has been studied extensively. Metal has become an important metal working process. Next page is definition. Definition for deep drawing is the manufacturing process of forming sheet metal stock called blanks into geometrical shapes. Common shapes for deep drawing product include cylinder for aluminum cans and cups, packing pans, irregular items such as enclosures, covers for truck oil filters and fire exchangers are also commonly manufactured by the deep drawing method. Process. Deep drawing is a process converting metal sheeting into cylinder for a box-shaped structure with or without changes in length and thickness. Many cylinder parts that metal can box container for food and beverages, kitchens, snacks, automobile fuel tank are deep drawing product. Before discussing its working processing, first should learn about many part used drawing process. This part as follow. Deep drawing of sheet metal. Here is photo. For you can see this sheet of branches. The machine is making branches for the metal. This branches make it work for this metal. The metal is changes. The power here is fixed for the material, and the material is changed. Force displacement curve during the deep drawing process. The drawing force increases from 0 up to maximum value and then falls down again to 0. See figure 3704.01.06. The base is first formed in a manner similar to stretch forming process, and then the actual during process follow. Here the graph shows us the power effects for the material. You can see the changes in this graph. Next page. Deep drawing situation type. We have 4 types. We will speak about today. First one is blanking, second one is during, third one is branching, fourth one is trimming. Blanking. The most important, the most popular examples for blanking is coin. How we can make coin is the process of cutting the initial sheet coil stock into round or shape flats required for deep drawing. You can see here in this photo, the machine is making force for the making power or branches for material. This power is making work for this material. The material is changed for another things. Drawing. Drawing is the process for forming the metal with punch and die, and is the heart of the deep drawing process. We can see here deep drawing branch, broader and press blank, and deep drawing die here in this photo. Branching is the process of punching holes in the material stock. There are required for the finished part. In this photo, in this live photo, you can see how the machine is work. Trimming. In the trimming process, actual metal that is necessary to draw the part of cut away from the finished part. Here, this photo after we make cutting for any material. This line names shear line. We draw it this shear line after we make it cut for any material. Metal following during drawing. First one is detailed during the first stage of process. Branch connect the blank this section and is formed. The bottom cups destroy the bench of the bench. The metal is bent or warped around the bench. Noise and die radius. Total tool material. Benches and dies are typically made of tool steel. However, carbon steel is cheaper but not as hard and is therefore used in less severe applications. It is also common to see commented curves used where high wear and observe resistance is present. Application and cooling. All the company are looking for a way to protect the material and prices for equipment. Lubrication is perfect way to save it prices for any machine. Lubrication are used to reduce friction between the working material and the bench and die. They also used for removing the parts from the bench. Same examples of lubrication. Lubricants used in a drawing operation: photophase, white lead, and wax films. Heavy duty emulsion. Here defects, we have three defects here we will speak about it. First one is wearlex, second one is repeaters, the last one is excess things. First one, wearlex, cast due to excessive clearance between the branch and die. Also cast due to improper pressure and die and punch radius. Repeaters caused by incorrect draw ratio. Another reason is improper die and punch radius. Excess thickness of the cup wall cast by incorrect die and punches clearance and ready and by also excessive pressure band. Next here drawing sheet metal. If required percent reduction of sheet metal is over 50%, the part must be formed in multiple operation. Redrawing is the subsequent deep drawing of a work that has already undergone a deep drawing process. By using more than one operation, a greater magnitude of deep drawing can be accomplished. The amount of forming of the sheet metal that can be accomplished on the first redraw is less than on the original draw. For the original drawing of the blank, 50% reduction is really used during industrial manufacturing practice. The initial reduction is usually 35% to 45% first redo is commonly performed, and 20% to 30% reduction second redo can typically range from. Next page, we continue. 30% to 60% reduction if the several amount of deep drawing is to be performed and several redrawing operation are necessary, then the part should be analyzed every 2 operations. This will recover the material for further redrawing. This photo is explained. We have here force and angle tool form for redrawing. Okay. Recommend metal. Deep drawing application also benefit for the wide amount of material that can effectively be subjected to the process. Following material are currently used to manufacture products through deep drawing. Here in this photo I have some examples: alloy, iron, aluminium coil, braces, molybdenum, bronze, nickel, cold, real steel, silver, copper, stainless steel, inner tungsten. Next, we draw the builds. The deep drawing process design must include the drawing of intermediate part shapes in situations requiring redoing. For every redo to performed, there will be in the intermediate part reverse reading of sheet metal. We have 3 here. We can look for this photo. First one is become first one here a bench is coming down to it's making the force and work. The third one the material is coming down and change the actual. Okay, draw beds are sometimes used to help reject metal moving during during deep drawing. Manufacturer draw beds bend and bending material as travels into the die cavity. Those alternating its follow draw beds can reduce the necessary blank holder force. We here have looking for photo. Blank holder is knob. Blank browade. Here we have workforce bench and okay, drawing without a black blender. In sometimes situations, sheet metal deep drawing can be performed without a blank holder. This makes the manufacturing process simpler and tooling cost lower. In cases that it can be applied to the process requires sheet metal with high thickness ratio to avoid worn leaking. For deep drawing without a blank holder, thickness ratio should be least 30%. Sheet metal blank is placed on die and punched through by a bench similar to standard deep drawing process. The die one during without a black holder will have a special curve of calculate the forming of the part in the member. Irregular deep drawing, irregular deep drawing, common one standard deep drawing part geometries include stepped tempering and domain cups. Stepped parts can be created by partially drawing. Domain cups are formed with a stretch forming type process. Tempered cups can be manufactured by the first producing stepped cups, then the sides are formed to create the tempered shape. In this photo we have three examples. No standard deep drawing shapes. First one stepped, domained and tempered. Embossing is sheet metal forming operation related to deep drawing. Embossing is typically using to indent the metal without design or writing. This manufacturing process has been compared to connecting. Embossing uses matching male and female die, and the impression will affect both sides of the sheet metal. Advantage: tool construction are lower in comparison to similar manufacturing process. The technique is ideal for products that require significant strength and minimal weight. The process is also recommended for product geometries that are unshapeable through other manufacturing techniques. Deep drawing is especially beneficial when producing high volume since and cost decrease considerably as unit count increase. Disadvantage: material thickness has a large effect. Processing price: special service required to aside and driving the parts into the die. This process is costly for low production. Thank you for following.